It doesn't matter how or what you feel about Donald Trump, but if you're a true student of the Constitution, if you're a student of law, even if you have a moral standard of justice, all of America ought to be afraid right now for that man to be convicted without the right to adequately defend himself from charges that weren't even stated. We've lost our republic. Our Constitution is dead. And everyone else in America, we ought to be afraid for ourselves. It's not a good thing. And for those that think it is, that's the enemy.
You are that?
I like proof. I like evidence.
Talk to you. If you're dumb,
Okay. So hold on. So what crime did he commit?
Who?
Donald Trump.
I am not a lawyer.
You're not a lawyer.
A jury of his peers found him
Of his
guilty.
peers.
Yeah.
Found him guilty. Yeah, for sure. For what? There you go.
There you go.
Hey, welcome back. It's your man Wise, and today I have a great video to share with you all. Shout out to my guy Lou Valentino. He has a new channel. If you have not already gone over and checked him out, please go over to his new channel, Bridge the Gap. Give him a like, give him a sub. He's trying to build this new channel up. Y'all know what time it is. You know the battles that he's dealing with. You know the battles that a lot of us are dealing with. Please make sure you watch this video from beginning to end. Watch this video all the way to the end for us. It helps us battle the algorithm. It helps push this content to those that really need to see this content. Please like, share, subscribe to this channel as well. And without further ado, let's go.
Out here in front of the Trump Tower, a lot of protesters, a lot of different people have come out today to hear Donald Trump speak. What should people think about Trump being found guilty? To those who are still going to vote for him or not?
I mean, he committed a crime and, he was caught for it. I feel like that's the justice system working. I mean, it's usually a broken justice system, but I guess in this case, given the evidence, he was trying.
So you believe that usually the system is broken, but this time it's fixed?
I would just say it's working because he got sentenced by a jury of his peers, so makes sense.
Do you believe it was a fair trial?
I didn't even watch the trial. I mean, it didn't really matter to me if he got.
First time in New York State history that's been upgraded to a felony.
I mean, it's not surprising. They're going to try to make an example of someone. They hate him. It's a Democrat-ran state.
Are you black-pilled? Do you believe in this system at all?
I'm definitely not black-pilled, man. But no, I wouldn't say that. I feel like there is some system that works, but you got to take the parts that work. The best cultural and civil rights movements have always been integrated with a society that's always been there. Look at the civil rights movements and all that. It's been stuff that's integrated with the system already that's worked. A full-scale revolution or anything obviously wouldn't happen. I mean, you see Republicans being like, oh, hey, there's going to be another civil war or whatever. It's like, no. If you look at all militias, especially right-wing militias and supposedly revolutionary movements like the 3%ers or the base, they're always overran by fucking grifters and feds. There's not going to be any sort of civil war because it's just going to be all feds at the end of the day, unfortunately.
Really?
For them, yeah.
Who do you think is going to win now in November?
I don't know. I think it's anyone's guess, to be honest with you.
Jesus, say.
I misspoke the other day on the stream. And maybe I won't say I misspoke. I didn't know. There's 34 counts that he was convicted of. Those were once misdemeanors. They were actually upgraded to Class E felonies. Typically, people don't go to jail for Class E felonies. Typically, you will receive some form of probation or something along those lines. We know that the Democrat Party, they are playing games when it comes to all of these cases, all of these trials, so much so that they on purpose set the sentencing for July 11th, which is a few days before the Republican National Convention. They are playing political games with President Donald Trump and honestly with the American people. We've never seen anything like it before. I'm interested to see what's going to happen in this sentencing. Typically, what would happen if it was anybody else, a regular individual, whatever the sentence is, on each charge, they would run concurrently. Typically, it's a fine and probation. Typically, that's what a person would get for a Class E felony. I'm very interested to see what Judge Merchan is going to attempt to do. There already have people saying, we're not doing business in New York. Grant Cardone, there's been a plethora of people say, I was thinking about investing, not anymore. You've already had 160 some odd businesses decide that can't do business in New York for one reason or another. Trillions of dollars in tax revenue gone. And to be honest with you, I know people like, Lou Valentino, out here doing great work. He's a New Yorker through and through. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe he's, born and raised in Puerto Rico, but moved to New York, as a shorty, as a young person. They love this place, man. But how can you stay there and see the politics, the taxes, and everything else that's going on, the sanctuary city rules, all of these policies that they've implemented, they're hurting the citizens of New York, man. It's crazy. But I shout out to, Lou Valentino for doing great work out here in the streets, just checking the pulse of the people, man. This is awesome. We need to see this. We need to know, what the citizens of New York really think, good, bad, or indifferent. Let's keep going.
Okay, news?
All right, so you're obviously a Trump supporter.
Yes, sir.
Does yesterday's conviction change your mind?
Not at all. I feel like that's just gonna boost it when it comes to the brown and black community, because shit like that happens in the hood all the time. We always getting arrested for bullshit. There's no evidence, you know what I mean? So now it just made it more relatable.
What do you have to say to people that are saying that you're going to be voting for a convicted felon?
In their mind, they think they got it, but nah. You know what I mean? Like, it's better. Honestly, I'd rather have Trump with these type of indictment charges than have pedo Pete, you know what I mean, smelling little kids, especially kids that are not his.
Victor, where you from, man?
New York.
What part of New York?
Bronx.
All right, so you're from the Bronx. How do you feel about Donald Trump being convicted?
I feel it's great. It's about time he pays for all his crimes.
What exactly crime did he commit?
He defrauded the people of the country, actually, not just New York. He hit the fact that he had affairs with other women, which could have led to, not being president.
Yeah. And what do you say to those who are still voting for him?
Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Stop drinking the Kool-Aid. He's a con man.
Any last words for the people?
Lock him up, no probation, throw the book at him.
What do you have to say to people that say Trump supporters are crazy for voting for a convicted felon?
Well, did you see the liberals 7 years ago when Trump was elected? Those crazy motherfuckers, those crazy people made us nuts. And now here we are 7 years later, and you literally have a man in jail for 36 count felony, right? 36 count felonies. And they still haven't told us what the crime is. Maybe we're waiting for Stormy Daniels to tell us. Maybe Stormy Daniels is going to tell us. Maybe Bobby De Niro will tell us what the crime is. Bobby De Niro, what is the crime? You're the Godfather of New York. What's the crime, Godfather?
Will you be voting for Trump in November?
I will be rioting for Trump in November at the Tribeca Film Festival 24. Trump for president, Hillary for prison.
All right, so
I got a question for you guys. With everything that's going on, I actually have two questions. With everything that's going on, in your opinion, does it seem to you like we are starting to unite more, or did this decision further divide the people in this country? My second question to you is, did these convictions, did they sway you one way or another? If you were already a supporter of President Donald Trump, did it just embolden you more to say, man, stand 10 toes down, I'm rocking with Trump 2024? If you were an independent, it was indifferent. Did this case actually sway you more towards supporting President Donald Trump, or did it sway you away? It seems like the sentiment out there is the people that were supporting Trump, they're supporting Trump no matter what. And those that decided a long time ago that they are not for, a conservative way of living, and they support these poor policies of the Biden administration and the Democrats, they're going to continue rocking with them, and they're celebrating this decision. These are the people, in my opinion, that are, for the demise of this country as we know it. But what are your thoughts? Let me know the answer to those questions down in the comment section. Let's keep going.
Who we here with?
My name is Debbie Thickpen.
All right, so Donald Trump was just found guilty. Would you vote for him or vote against him?
Absolutely not. I am not voting for that man. Absolutely not.
Why do you think he was found guilty? Do you think he's guilty?
Yes, absolutely.
What was he exactly guilty of?
Defrauding this country, lying. Yeah.
What is your message to those who are voting for him?
Wake up. He is not right for this country. He's destroying us. Yeah.
Are you happy with your life today, and do you think that America will be better without Trump?
Absolutely, much better without Trump. He's destroying this country. He's destroying it.
And try to be adults that, we're not in junior high school. Well, some of us are, but, well, you get the idea. I mean, in a way, it's kind of hilarious and absurd, but it's really sad because we're right on the edge of World War III, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
And so on, Gaza, and so on. So the world is on fire, isn't it? And we have to watch our step. And we can't really, how do you flirt now without getting in trouble?
Come on, man.
A big guy like you has to be afraid, if you're smart, because there might be repercussions. You might be thrown off the air. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. So obviously we're in New York City. Trump was found guilty. What is your message to Americans voting in November? Should this...
Hey, I've seen this brother doing street interviews in the past. I believe he's with Newsmax or something along those lines. But I got to say this. That black MAGA hat, that black Make America Great Again hat is fire. That hat is fire. I haven't seen too many people with that hat right there. I've seen the red ones all over the place. I haven't seen anybody with the black one. That joint right there is fire.
Matter or should this not matter?
Yeah, it should absolutely matter. It should matter to see the corruption that they did to President Trump, the injustice that was done to President Trump. Every single American should be concerned because it's not about President Trump. It's about we the people. And if they can do it to him, they can do it to anyone. Think about the resources that he has. He can fight this. You and I, we can't fight this. And that's what we're up against. We're up against a weaponized injustice system. We no longer have equal protection under the law. We have basically the rich, the elite, people like Hillary Clinton, Barack Obama. These guys are protected. Joe Biden, Hunter Biden, and yet they go after President Trump simply for wanting to make America great again. It's an absolute disgrace.
Thank you, brother. For those people that say that you should be ashamed of the fact that Donald Trump is a convicted felon, that he shouldn't run this country because of that, what do you say to those people?
This was absolutely a sham trial. No one could stipulate what exactly the conviction was. The rules set down by Judge Merchan were ridiculous. The instructions he gave the jury, he can't even appeal. We have 5 appellate judges who are completely left-wing. It's a joke. It has to go up to the Supreme Court, if anything.
I feel like the people who gonna vote for him are gonna vote for him anyway. Trump got some psycho followers and shit, you know what I'm saying? He got a cult following, so they're gonna vote for him anyway, I don't think this is gonna deter any of his following.
Do you think that do you think that the country's split in half between two sides now?
No, because it seems like nobody wants to vote for Biden either. It seems like the old man needs to let somebody else take over. He doesn't.
Who do you think is the better choice?
Of the two?
Yeah.
I think we're screwed either way. We need to have a third or fourth option, We got to run the option, man. Got to pitch the ball to somebody else, man.
If we base it off that fact, then I shouldn't see you as a good person.
Absolutely.
So we see him over there. He says some shit. I know he says some dumb shit all the time. I think his Twitter should be shut down. It's not shut down. He should chill off that. But if I focused on what he said in his personal life, what he says officially, I'll obviously take that to heart. But if he says this personally, in the heat of the moment, I don't think that should count as much. Because if
you're voting Trump 2024.
Yeah, obviously.
Hey, there you have it, guys. All right, who are we here with today?
My name is Ronnie.
All right, Ronnie, as I can see, it says FJB. For those who don't know what that means,
Let's go, Brandon.
there you go. There you go. That's the PG-13 version.
That's the PG-13 version, yes, sir.
Now that Donald Trump is officially, and Democrats are very happy about this, officially a convicted felon, he will have to be processed and a whole bunch of things will have to happen. But how do you feel about that specifically, and will you still be voting for Donald Trump?
I believe, I think that this was going to be the outcome from the get-go because we have a rigged election.
Yo, we're recording, bro.
What is this, like a loser thing, or?
It's a winner thing. Yeah, come on, bro. So you're happy about Donald Trump being convicted?
I'm not happy about it. It's sad for America.
Do you like
Why is it sad for America?
Are you voting for crackheads of America?
Is he running for something?
Why is it?
He can't even take care of his son. How do you want him to take care of the country?
Hold on.
That's what I thought. How is he going to take care? If he can't take care of his own family, how's he going to run the whole country?
You don't have any family members that have drug problems or alcohol problems?
Why do Democrats always not answer the question? Why don't you answer the question? If he cannot take care of his family, how can he take care of his country?
You spoke, now I speak.
Yeah.
This guy is not running for anything.
He's not running for anything. He is the president, his son. He brought cocaine into the White House.
Prove it.
It was proven. They didn't want to show us the cameras. All of a sudden, the White House doesn't have cameras?
Where's the proof?
Come on, you can't be that dumb.
I am that dumb.
You are that dumb?
I like proof. I like
We don't have to
evidence.
talk to you. If you're dumb,
Okay. Let me.
Go get
Yeah.
Okay. Have a good day.
Hold on.
Have a great day.
Hold on.
guys.
Hold on. So what crime did he commit?
Who?
Donald Trump.
I am not a lawyer.
You're not a lawyer.
A jury of his peers.
So you have to be a lawyer to state the crime that was committed? You got to be a lawyer to do that. Come on now, bro.
Found him
Of his
guilty.
peers.
Yeah.
Found him guilty. Yeah, for sure. For what? There you go.
What's your name?
Just
Come back.
what did he get
What's your name?
convicted
We can
for?
list you as the dumbest shit out in the world.
Shout out to Lou Valentino, man. Shout out to that brother there, man. He is doing great work out here in the streets, man. Great work. Please, if you could, go over to Bridge the Gap. That's his new channel. If you have not subscribed already, please go over there and subscribe to his channel, man. He's doing phenomenal work out here in the streets, speaking to the people, checking and touching the pulse, checking the pulse of the people out here in the streets, man. That's the thing. A lot of people are, kind of hell-bent on standing with their guy. On the Democrat side, you have a lot of people, I don't think they really, rock with Joe Biden like that. I just think they hate Donald Trump so bad that they would support Joe Biden or just decide to not vote at all. I think the better thing for us is that those people decide, I'm gonna sit this one out this year. It's still so vague of what this guy has been convicted of. They said, he's been convicted of 34 counts. 34 counts of what? We found out that they are Class E felonies, but what are the actual charges? And I don't understand for the life of me why the mainstream media has not shared this. We should know. You should be able to rattle off, hey, these are the 34 charges. Because if I'm not mistaken, all 34 charges, it's the same exact charge. Just 34 separate charges of the same exact thing. What is that thing? Most people that you ask out there, they can't answer that question. They can't answer that simple question. It should be a simple question. It should be. But it's a sad day, man. It was a sad day on Thursday. But what I will say is, shout out to each and every one of you guys maintaining peace. Even if those did go out there, and protest, they protested peacefully. There was no crazy, riots or, any forms of violence that happened behind this. And I really appreciate the people that went out there, that vented, the folks that came on my show the other day, got what they wanted to get off of their chest. They kept it PG for the most part, kept it peaceful for the most part. And I really, really appreciated that, man. And just seeing the people who, are still standing up for good, those that are still standing for what's right, standing and keeping it peaceful and saying, you know what, we'll vote, we'll use our say come November 5th. Obviously the bank was broke. I mean, think about how much money was raised on Thursday, that day alone. I heard 39 million. I heard somewhere else, it was upwards of $57 million, in a day that was raised. Phenomenal. It's like that snowball that's rolling downhill, that's just gathering and picking up more snow, picking up more steam as it goes. It just seems like that's what's happening right now. And people are not in full belief of the Democrat Party. They're not in agreement with what the Democrat Party wants to implement. We're all feeling the pinch of this economy. And those of us that are parents, those of you out there that are parents or grandparents, for that matter, you have grandchildren, you know how terrible these public schools are. And now we know what these teachers want to implement and what they want to teach and push on our children, on our grandchildren. I tell people all the time, if you're an older person, man, this ain't about you. This is about your legacy. This is about your children's children, your children's children's children. This is what this is about right now. We are fighting for our nation, and we're fighting for our nation, not for us. We're fighting for our nation so that our children and our grandchildren and our great grandchildren can reap the benefit of this great nation that we've built. This country was great. I did not say perfect. I said great. There's a difference. No one in nothing is perfect. Of course, we've had our flaws in the past. When you look at, the Jim Crow and the slavery and, all the issues, that happened in the past. I'm not knocking that. I won't refute it. And I think we should study and understand history so we don't repeat it. But I've been to other places. I've been to other countries. No one has had it as good as we've had it in this nation, regardless of what you look like. This is the one place that you could start off in the bottom 10% and work your way into the middle class and work your way into the top 10% in a lifetime. And a strong work ethic, man. This is the one country like it. And these people would like to take it away from us. They would like to change that. They would like to change the fundamental fabric of this nation. And we see it right now. Look at how many people are losing their jobs. Look at what happens out in California when they decide that we want to legalize every drug known to man, or out there in Oregon when they decided, hey, we're just going to legalize everything. Everything is just open there. Look at the destruction that these people implement. We can't have that on a full countrywide scale. We just can't afford to do it. Shout out to Lou Valentino once again, man. Appreciate this brother, man. Appreciate what he's doing. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Drop me a comment down below. I appreciate all the love and support. Keep God first in your life. Stay prayed up. And I'm going to catch up with you all next time. Peace.